Hi everyone, my name is Monchat, and my team members are Anu, Yihua, Yonwei, and Xiaowen. In this video, we will present you various data visualization on flight delay and cancellation data using Tableau. For our project, we used 3 different data sets that belongs to the U.S. Department of Transportation's Bureau of Transportation Statistics, which tracks on-time performance of domestic flights operated by large air carriers. We took these data sets from kaggle.com in the link provided here. The 3 data sets that we use are as follows. 1. Airline data set, which contains airline codes and the corresponding airline names. 2. Airports data set, which contains airport codes and the corresponding airport names. 3. Flight data sets, which contains various information about flights such as departure and arrival date and time, departure and arrival delay or cancellation information. In order to connect the 3 data sets together, we had to join them using Tableau. As can be seen here, we used inner joins to connect each of the 3 data sets. The purposes of this project are as follows. 1. To visualize departure and arrival delay for different airlines and airports. 2. To visualize delay information by location of airports across the USA. 3. Visualize delay and cancellation information by different time frames such as the day of the week, day of the month, and by each month. 4. Visualize flight delay and cancellation reasons. From these visualizations, we can search for any noticeable trend or pattern. We can, for example, look for a departure city or airport at which most delays occur. Or we can, for example, seek to find out which day of the week may be the most ideal for traveling, if one wants to avoid travel delays. Without further ado, let us see some of the visualization as presented in forms of Tableau dashboards.
In this part, I would like to analyze the total arrival and departure delay for airlines and the total airline delay. In the top graph, we can see that this graph shows the average of arrival and departure delay for each specific airline. The green bars represent the average of arrival delay values, and the blue bars represent the average of departure delay values for each airline. From the graph, we can see that the Frontier Airlines Corporation has both the highest departure delay and the highest arrival delay. The Alaskan Airlines particularly doesn't have a positive average arrival delay values, even it does have a negative value according to the fact that the blue bar goes below 0 value, which indicates that the airplanes arrive earlier than scheduled averagely. Besides, the Hawaiian Airlines Corporation has the lowest average departure value. So if it is assumed that those airlines which have more than 15 hours for the average delay should pay much attention to it, then the American Airlines, the Frontier Airlines departure part of JetBlue Airlines, Spirit Airlines departure part of United Airlines are within the scope of consideration. And for the bottom one, we can see that this bar graph shows the average airline delay, the maximum airline delay, and airline delay records from the graph. American Airlines and Delta Airlines have the highest average airline delay. both of them exceeds the 20 hours, we suggest both of those airlines corporations should take the consideration of their delay reasons, such as the weather, bad weather, and make the appropriate adjustments. We also notice that the American Airlines Corporation has the largest maximum airline delay value, which is obviously higher than the value of any other corporations. For the third part, the Southwest Airline Corporation has the most airline delay records. Atlantic, Southeast Airlines, Delta Airlines, and American Airlines has relatively more records than others, which means those companies need to take much care of delay reasons.
Hey guys, this is Anil. This dashboard displays the departure delay as per the week. We can find here in the left side we have airline average departure delay, and in the bottom on the left side you can see delay as per day of the week, whereas on the right side delay at the airport. If you happen to see on the left side we have all the airlines that we have the data of, and whereas on the right side it is the airport. If say for example if we select the first Southwest Airlines, the right side data as well as the delays of the week changes. So when we click on the Southwest Airlines, the delay at the airport on the right side shuffles. So the maximum delay for the Southwest Airlines is at the airport as at Palm Beach International Airport, whereas the least for is like Bishop International Airport. And it also gives like the average departure delay is like 10 for this Southwest Airlines, whereas it is like total number of flights that was diverted for Southwest Airlines was 497. Delays as per day of the week, for the first day it's like 34,272, and that is the maximum. It is usually going against the trend because we usually have the most number of delays for each and every flight. You can say 90% of the flights gets the maximum delays is on Friday, but for this airlines it is on Monday, whereas the least is on 20 on Saturday. That is, it is having 27,899 delays. Say for example if you try to change to the other airlines and check, say for example if you are going to a Hawaiian Airlines and we need to find the data, here you can find the data for these two changes, because it is the maximum delays at John F. Kennedy Airport. And as you can see, with help of this you can find out that this Hawaiian Airlines flies in what all airports through, and it has connection to what all airports. It has like very few airports compared to what we saw in Southwest Airlines. And whereas the least for this is on Tuesday, which is quite opposite to the trend we had seen, because it may be trends due to the it is not an office working thing. It may be a vacation spot. So this is changing the trend of the least delays due to this. The it is the Tuesday that Hawaiian Airlines are facing the least number of delays on Tuesday, whereas it is the same for the maximum number of delays is on Friday. It goes with the trend. Whereas if we, for example, if we check the Delta Airlines, it has the most number of delays on Monday and the least on the 16. Whereas you can see on delay at the airport on the right side, there are like many number of airports for the Delta Airlines compared to Hawaiian Airlines. So with this dashboard we can figure out the delay at airport and what airlines fly from what all airports, and for what day they have the maximum number of delays of the
Now we can see this dashboard is about delay for month, days of month, and per day of the week. We can see these two line charts above that share on Y or vertical axis, number of departure or cancellation records. This sheet compiles the total records and by month which is orange, by day of the month, the green one from left to right. We only have information from January to March, but can see that delay or cancellation records drop throughout from January to March. The number is 229,900 for the first month, and there is quite a significant drop from February from 26,940 to March, which is 8,673. For the graph on the right, we can see that there is a relatively higher number of records around the beginning of the month, and then there is a gradual decrease throughout the month from 3,055 to 766. This pie chart below shows number of delay and cancellation records for each day of the week. The x-axis contains different days of the week from Sunday to Saturday, whereas the y-axis contains number of records. We can see two peaks at Sunday and Saturday. We find on Sunday the number is 162,041, and on Thursday the number is 163 and 70. The lowest number is on Friday, which is 129 and 40. We can also know that for Monday, the number is 144,193. Then for Tuesday, it is 141,453. On Wednesday, the number is 155,500. For Saturday, the number is 148,679.
Okay, so we have this dashboard right here, which would be suitable, for example, when you want to find out the number of delay and cancellation by location. So as you can see, this map of the USA in the top right corner here represents number of delay and cancellation records in each different city, whereas the chart at the bottom here displays number of delay and cancellation records by state. So in addition to these two charts that are sorted by location, we also have over here in the top left corner a bar chart that shows delay value by reason. So focusing on this chart right here, delay due to reasons, we can see here that on the y-axis we have value that represents total delay time, and on the x-axis we have different reasons for delay. So we have air system delay, airline delay, late aircraft delay, security delay, weather delay. So these are all the different reasons for flight delays. So from this chart we can see the highest blue bar over here belongs to late aircraft delay, which means that late aircraft delay as a reason is responsible for the highest delay value in our data set. So moving on to the right, we have here map of the USA. This chart number of records by city. We have the blue dots all over the map, and each dot basically represents each different city, and if we hover the cursor over each dot, it will say the number of records, and the size of the dot represents the number of records of delay and cancellation. So if we put our cursor on this big dot over here, we can expect to have a high number of records. So as we can see here, this biggest dot is Atlanta, and the number of records is 66, around 66,000 records. So this is great for finding out what city may have high or low number of delays and cancellations. So moving on to the next chart below here. So here we have a bar chart, and it is called delay by state. As we can see, this bar chart shows the number of delay and cancellation records by state. So each state is represented by each one of these colorful vertical bar. We can actually see the legends over here on the right hand side. So each box, colored boxes, represents like each different states. Okay, so here we can see on the y-axis are the number of delay and cancellation records, and here in the horizontal axis are the states. So we can see here the highest bar on the left hand side. This belongs to Texas. So we can see that Texas has the highest number of records, approximately 129,000 records. Following Texas, we have California, which has the second highest number of records. And we can sort this by clicking here if we want descending or ascending order, like so.